Hey there, this is Erica from Ever Educating, and this channel is teaching tips, tools, ideas, and resources for new college instructors. Today I wanted to go over tips for the last month of the semester. We have 4 weeks left, and so I'm going to offer a tip for each week, plus a bonus tip for finals week. And the first tip I want to give you is if you're someone who is willing to offer extra credit in your course, I recommend doing that as soon as possible. So you might not be an extra credit person, that's totally fine. But if you are, you probably will get students near the very end, a week or two left, the last week, who are like, oh, can I do something for extra credit to kind of make up for having, whatever the case may be? And kind of too late at that point, in my opinion. So you might have, I'm going to offer one extra credit activity and you all have this month to do it. There's not going to be any other chances. This is, your one chance if you want to do extra credit before the semester ends. So this could be the week to offer that so that you have some time to do it and you have some time to grade it depending on when you make the deadline. Now there's 3 weeks left. I recommend you really up your communication game with your students. Of course, hopefully you've been doing this the whole semester, but at this point, if you have students who they haven't turned in a major assignment, but they still have a chance to because you accept late work, remind them via email, hey, you only have X amount of time to turn this in. It could have a huge effect on your grade. Let me show you how. Right? Or you might have a student who's been doing well and then all of a sudden they've been dropping off a bit. Email them, hey, we're almost at the finish line, this is happening, let's talk. So I really think 3 weeks out, obviously beforehand as well, but at this point, it can be like the point of no return soon. So emailing them, speaking to them one-on-one, getting a sense of, is there anything that can happen to make sure that they finish the course and they pass it. Now there's 2 weeks left. I recommend you grade anything that has been backed up to this point. So if you're behind on something, grade it now before the final project, the final paper, the final exam comes into your life. This is the week to make time for yourself to really do as much grading of earlier work as possible. Now you're in the last week before final exams. In this week, I really recommend doing a course assessment with your students. I had videos about how to design one and a blog post as well that I'll link below. But basically here, in addition to the student evals, ask them some questions about your course. What went well? What assignments did you feel you learned the most from? What assignments didn't work well for you and why? Ask them a few questions to get some feedback that you can use to improve your course going forward. And then the bonus tip during finals week, you really want to plan your schedule of how you're going to be doing your grading to make sure you can grade everything before the final deadline. So usually this might be the Tuesday or the Thursday after the final exam week. So I really recommend as early as possible having, these are going to be the days, these are going to be the hours that I just do tons and tons of grading to make sure I finish up in time. Or it might be on Wednesday I'm going to grade this assignment, on Thursday I'm going to grade this assignment, and so on and so forth. So you really want to have a plan in place so that you can figure out accordingly, do you want to meal prep a bit? Are you going to be going out or picking up food at this point in time? Can somebody, help feed you, right? So making sure that you have a plan for that last push of grading before the semester officially ends. So those are my 5 tips for these last 5 weeks. If you found them helpful, click like and let me know. If you have any questions or tips of your own, you can comment below. And I'll have some videos as well linked in the description that are related to these tips as well. I'll see you next time with a new video.